And I also need my headphones too. Hey everybody. Ah, let me put my headphones on. Oh child, y'all can see my arms. I never gonna see this. It is a big to do, not what not to do. Press and hold the action on. Now I don't need no talk assistant. Get the hell up out of here. I have this new iPad. Become Alexia, the white lady in my phone. I don't know. I'm fine, Alexia. Thank you. Hey y'all, what's going on? Y'all see my arms? I don't mean for that to happen. Oh, hold on. We'll put that right there. I'm coming up. What I'm going to do later is get me a tripod thing going on. I need to get a tripod. Stop looking at my titties. Just playing. Hey everybody, what's going on? I hope you're doing fine. I'm sitting over here spirit beading. Oh, I feel naked. I put on a t-shirt because I'm naked. I gotta put on a t-shirt. Oh no. Y'all will not be seeing me naked. Girl, I don't have on my no something on my arms, my sleeves. As a good hoodoo, see, I'm a good hoodoo child. My granddaddy would not permit it. I cannot be on with my sleeves not covered up. I'm a whole entire hoodoo. You cannot be seeing my upper arms like that. That's naked. Ain't nobody like to see it but my husband. Hell to the now. No, girl, you cannot see me naked. Not like that, honey. Child, and I've been missing. I felt odd the whole entire day. I didn't have no sleeves on. Oh, hell no. Now I'm just saying I'm out here in the streets, the hoodoo streets naked. Hell no. And where my other jacket at? Oh no. Oh no. Where my other jacket at? Listen, I'm gonna put on my other jacket to boot. Cause y'all not gonna be saying I'm out here naked in these streets. I'm a child of hoodoo. We cannot be naked. You're not gonna be able to call me naked. The hell you won't. Oh, child. Girl, out here in these hoodoo streets naked. You can't call me naked though. Hell no. Girl, I sit over here. Call myself over here. You can't call me naked. Hi, baby. Whew, child. No, girl. You can't. No, we gotta be careful. Now, as a hoodoo, right there is fine. Anything over here, that's nakedness. I'm a conjurer. We can't be naked like that. I don't know you like that. Even though a lot of y'all are spirit brothers and sisters. Hi. Hold on. Anybody in the chat? Listen, I'm on something new. Anybody say no chat the thing right there? No comments. Oh, girl, listen. Hold on. And then my thing. I'm wearing something for protection too. I always wear it all the time. Girl, I had to put on some clothes. Girl, I've been sitting over here, arms all bare all damn day. Who does that? That's not a respect for hoodoo. Anyway, getting off of that. I hope you're doing fine. Let me tell you something. Spirit and folks, somebody came into my live talking about somebody I care about a lot. And I'm gonna tell you something. And mind you, oh shit, I don't know this person. I never saw them a day in my life, but I've made new friendships. And I'm gonna tell you something. Whoever I bring into my gathering is my family. Don't you talk about my family. That's all I'm gonna have to say about that. I don't want to know what you think about them. That's none of my business. I don't want to know what you care about them. That's none of my business. I don't want to know what they done did to somebody else. They didn't do it to me. You keep my family out your mouth. That's not to none of y'all babies. I don't know that person. Anyway, about that. Because some people don't like the fact you make friends with somebody else. And this is a new friendship. I'm doing spirit bead, child. I wish I could show y'all. I can actually. I sure can. Here. Spirit beading. There we go, honey. You see that? Now, mind you, that's a beautiful spirit bead for, can you see that? It's a beautiful spirit bead for Okosi. No, not Okosi. Sagun. And then I'm taking a little bit of Bible and I'm putting beautiful spirit beads across it. And then I have my wonderful Sasha beads, Dobla beads at that there. I'm gonna take this and make this into a two-headed juju to place in my busha. You see them snake heads? They're so pretty. No, go take a look. Is that pretty, baby? I'll make it to it. While I'm making it, I'll show you. Well, I'll be working on that while I'm on here. I supposed to have been gotten off of here and when I had lunch or dinner. I don't feel like having dinner. I really don't feel like it. Not now. I don't feel like it. But I'm on here talking to y'all. So how's you doing? I hope you're doing fine. Listen, today I really wanted to do a few little lessons, but I was so happy. Girl, I hadn't had a phone in so long because I had been on Club Deck for a long time. And I was so happy to finally have a phone. Um, busy, 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 busy. And by the time I get from doing what I'm doing, because mind you, I got 4 or 5 phones, honey. But every time I open Clubhouse, the phones crash. And so, hey, Carolyn, honey. So listen, every single time, I'm like, I'm gonna get a new phone, get an old iPhone. And every single time, because I literally went about opening Clubhouse. Oh, Clubhouse, hey, hey, hey. Because I love being on there with my spiritual brethren, my spiritual brothers and sisters. I just love it so, so much. And I'd be on there, and then, bam, I'll go to log in, some bullshit. All of a sudden, just bam, won't even let me in. That ain't right. No, that's not right. It's not nice. So I went ahead and I was going to get an old iPhone. I ended up getting an iPhone, but I also, too, that iPhone is going to be for business because I have this old iPhone, then I have my other iPhone, my new one. But I also went ahead and bought me an Android. So I bought an Android phone for Clubhouse communication like that. They gave me an iPad for free. They're so nice. It's so sweet to me. That's so very sweet of them. I'm so grateful. Very, very grateful. It makes me very, very happy. So I got a free, that's what I'm talking to y'all on right now is, baby, I'm spirit beading. I'm looking at you. I can see you, baby. I see you. I'm feeling you. I'm spirit beading. You see the spirit beads right there? I know. That's what I'm doing. I'm making a hoodoo. I'm making what's called a juju out of this Bible, hoodoo juju. You roll up the Bible, okay? And then you put the doble beads on, which are spirit beads. Then you put the ocho beads on. Then you wrap it in snake skin. Then you go about giving it, you also give it a spirit, mojo spirit that's there. Then you go on and give it 2 snake heads. One, what's that snake head at? 2 snake heads. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I forget my horn. Oh, don't worry, honey. I have 3 of them. They're called taboos. But they're part of my power. Now, all that is basically, is your hoodoo concerned like the hoodoo that I am? Basically, it reminds me and reminds my clan that we are part of nature, that we're no better than nature, that we're part of nature. And mankind has such a horrible relationship with nature. They done forgot. It goes back to the original human being of nature, original. Um, um, how can we pronounce him? Seder, Pan. There are different traditions. He's been called many different names, but he is humankind or the sacred male that is our a warden and or a facilitator of nature. He protects nature as well as humanity. So I'm just a part of nature as I'm a part of humanity. Hence the horns, like Pan or Seder. He's also had another name, so it's a Kushu, Abeche. Those other two names, I don't want the two names I know. We told a Kushu Abeche. But this is a sacred male and sacred feminine that is both human, part of the human world, and part of the natural world. So these horns are there to remind you, they ain't the devil. Y'all made that shit up. Humankind made that shit up. There is no such thing as any devil in there's no devil in human in the no, that's no devil in nature, sweetie. We're children of nature. So there we go. Ha! I know, honey. I know, baby. So what is y'all doing? I hope you're doing fine. I should be teaching you about this, huh? Right, a little bit about spirit beating. You wanna know a little bit? I'm gonna show you. Now, yeah, here. Spirit beating. Now, mind you, this is an interval of 3. Look at that. Now, 3, of course, 3 is the number of 3 is the number of wonderful Eleke. But 3 is also the number of 6 is the number of now. 3 is a number of chance, the number of destiny, which is a whole number of Eleke. So it's the number of ideas, it's the number of spirit, the number of destiny, the number of wanting to understand how things work. 3 is also the number of connecting to destiny, connecting to fate. Now, I chose black thread because black is my sacred color, but black is every color because every single color there is. This, this, we could call it an Eleke. It's going to, it is an Eleke, honey. It's not the Eleke concerning Durisha. It's an Eleke concerning spirit or spirit, my type of spirit or spirits that represent me in the spirit world. And these are my Elekes representing my spirit. Mhm. Different, now mind you, they're based on. Did I just drop that? Oh, that's just not very nice. I did. Butterfingers. I'm trying to find them. There's one of them. These are my Elekes based on my spirit and my spiritual needs and what I need. But that's what that is, honey. Now, keep in mind, when you think of Elekes, or as we call it, spirit beating is literally, it is, math is a language of God. So each bead will come 3, 6, 5, 9, 10, always in intervals of 3, 3, 6, 9, 12. Now those deal with the spirits of the physical world. And then on and on and on, but always intervals of 3. That deals with the physical world. Now, 6, okay, hold on. 3, add another 3, 6, 9, 12. Well, that just the physical world. Fine. Now, when we deal with intervals of 10, that's 5. 5, 10, 15, 20. That deals with intervals of the high world, higher than ours. Now, this is not always the case, but it somewhat is. Now, 2 or 1. 1 is the number that is divisible only unto itself. It means the higher God. Now, those beads can also represent Eleke. Sometimes, of course, you have different alternating beads of red, 1 black, 1 red, 1 black, 1 red, 1 black, 1 red, 1 black. I'll show it to you. Do I have it here or did I take it apart? Oh, honey, I took it apart, but it's 1 red, 1 black, 1 red, 1 black. Now that one is divisible on, now that means the singular God, the monotheistic God that goes out. What is that? Okay, good. That goes on there. But you have to understand, math is sacred to spirit. That's what Eleke is about. Math is divine. Spirit loves math. We love math too, don't we? Yes. Now, mind you, these numbers can be divided and go up high as the sky, but you have to know the basic root of those divine numbers. Now, okay, with 6, 1, 2, and 3. That's how we start up. Hi, Sage. Hi, honey. 1, 2, and 3. Now, mind you, Oshu's number is 5, the sacred number 5. Well, what's a number less than 5 that can be divided into itself? We don't have it. We don't have a number like that. We have 4 plus 1, which is 5. But we don't have another number that can be like 3 and 3 is 9. 3 and 3 is 6. Add another 3, 9. Add another 3, 12. To make 5, we have to have odd numbers to do it. Okay. 2 and 2 is 4. 1 will make 5. We don't have any other numbers to make 5. Okay? So that's the reason why the numbers that make themselves are the ones that are most powerful bead, that make the most powerful bead work. 2 and 2 is 4. And then you add 2 more to that. You get 6. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay? 1 is divisible unto itself. It's the most important number there is. Most important. You can create spirit beads, and they'll have incredible power. You can understand that math. Now, we can say 9 and 10 and 20. But 20, if you start down, what's the single number that goes all the way up to 20? But 10 and 10 is 20. But how do we get to 10? Think about it. We have to start with numbers 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2. 2 starts with 10. So 1, 2, and 3 are the most powerful formations of how to start an Eleke. We got to start that root out beautiful. Now, that's how you create the spirit beads. Spirit beading, do you know with spirit beads, you can create a type of spirit bead if you know what you're doing concerning divine math. You can create a spirit Eleke to go around across your neck to call anybody to you. You can create a spirit Eleke depending on that person's name and birth date and the divine math that is their creation. Wear it around your neck and call them right to you. You can. These divine beads control the world around you because it's divine math just in physical form. The concept of math I was just talking about. Oh, who's that? Oh, honey, oh, hi. Who's that? Knows a whole lot. I missed it. Oh, I know, honey. I missed you too. That's baby Marley. Let me tell you something. That divine math is amazing. It's amazing. Hi, Nave. Hi, baby. It's absolutely amazing. And with that divine math, I should do a seed beading class to teach brothers this how to seed bead. But you know what? I should have the helmet on my head so y'all can see what I'm doing. Now, these are into intervals of 3, calling upon Eleke, but also calling upon the spirits of fate, the spirits and the spirits of chance. And of course, they're going to be made. I'm going to make this rolled up Bible. This is a holy Bible, rolled up, put all sacred oils on it, and with different plants, little spirit stones in the middle of it. I'm going to cover this with snake skin. It has its own conjure spirit in it, which is snake skin, and it's going to be double-sided with 2 snake heads and make that into a beautiful juju. Now, what that's going to do is going to turn this Holy Bible, which is little itty bitty baby Bible, that is a beautiful harbinger of wisdom, and turn it into not just a book of wisdom, but an aspect of wisdom that will surely manifest. I can manifest it as a spirit. It turns this Bible into a spirit that I can work with to help people and to help myself too. I've done it with other holy books too, as well. That's what the Busha is full. Daddy showed me how to do this. Hey, Bronx finest. Hi, honey. Hello, girl. We talking about Elekes and how to create your own. I should teach a class on how to do it. Y'all, I'm going to. I promise I am. I'm going to do it. The thing about it, no, don't make no excuses. Girl, just be busy. And I hope I'll be teaching on Clubhouse. But you know, we'll talk more about this later on tonight. Just pardon me, on Clubhouse itself. We'll talk about this later on tonight. Y'all, I came on earlier with my sleeves, my arms showing, my old fat, fluffy arms showing. Girl, I felt naked. I've been in a tank top all day, like white trash. I said, oh no. I have to cover up my sleeves. As a hoodoo and as a hoodoo elder, all that can be showing is right here. I can't even wear shorts. I can't show my body off like that. I can't do that. No. Mm-mm. Modesty, that's why you have to keep your head covered. Modesty. It's too much power. That's why I need to be naked. I'm gonna get a husband. I'm tired of being covered up. I need somebody to see all this fluffiness. Oh wow, it's gonna be powerful, honey. Absolutely, definitely. It's it's not funny. Why is you laughing? You're laughing hard. That's rude. Oh my God, that listen. Child, I don't give a damn shit. But the thing about it is, um, but no, honey, what I'm doing now is that I'm creating these beautiful spirit beads for going about to turning that Holy Bible not just a book of learning, a book of conceptual learning and conceptual prayer, but tapping into that Bible, tapping into the tupla that is that Bible, tapping into its power to turn it to an actual tool of conjure. You can do that with just about any book of praise, any book. The Bible itself has been around, King James Version, for well, over 700, 800 years. That's a lot of psychic power behind that Bible. That means it would turn into a wonderful tool of conjure to work with. Also, too, our ancestors loved the Bible. So that Bible turned into a hoodoo or juju, very powerful double-headed juju, meaning for good and for protection. Some folks, they don't understand nothing until you knock them across their head. That's for them. That's why it's double-headed. All they know is all they understand is that's all they understand. They don't understand it. That's all they understand. Just you try to tell them, look, baby, it's gonna be fine, and I love you. That's how they look at you. There you go. See now you see you got a lump on your head. You hear me now? You hear me? Yeah. That's all they understand. They don't understand nothing else, honey. But just you beat them across their fat head. That's all they get. But no, with this right here, and I'm gonna tell you something too. You know what I'm planning on doing? These little conjures, I plan on selling them. I do. I don't know if I'm gonna plan on a conjure like this. Good child. How much would that cost? I've never priced it before. These things are priceless. They don't really have a price tag to them. But the wisdom itself is priceless. I know one thing. Well, okay. What would you do with a conjure like that? For a layperson, how would you go about? You would put this. I probably would have a string on it, like a red string to hang across your neck, and you wear it. Probably so, double sided. But it probably would have a string to wear. Yeah, you probably would just wear it. I'd have a string for you to wear it. Everybody, please hit the thumbs up. Oh, thank you. Hey, thanks, Sister Monica. How you doing? Hi, honey. I don't know, honey. I don't that's I make so much accoutrements, so much conjure accoutrements here. Baby, I don't know what price to put them on. I don't even know. I have no idea. I don't know how to charge. Now, I made a bouchard and I offered it to somebody. I offered one to Sister Asha. She said make one. Sister Asha, you ain't bought it yet. Did you? No. Should I make one? Should I offer that? I think I should. Well, if it helps me to help y'all. This is tobacco. Don't be a man. That's not weed. That's this. I have to correct y'all because I don't want y'all. Thank you. I don't, yeah. If you do, that's wonderful. I'm too nosy to smoke weed. Can you imagine? I'm too nosy for that. Girl, I'd be all up in the highways and byways, reconfiguring my life. I'm just much too nosy for that. But anyway, bless the heart. Now, when it comes to spirit beings themselves, you have to really, really pay attention to what you want to accomplish. Let's say if it's love. If it's love, we're going to stay with white, the white thread. This is black thread. There we go, honey. This is black thread. Now look at this beautiful Egun Eleke. It's in intervals of 3. Stop moving now, so the people can see you. Oh, hey, Asha. There we go. It's in intervals of 3. There we go. Now that's in a black fabric. Girl, I thought I heard you say you wanted one. Because I know I offered Asha one of them. Because she's ready. I'm not offering nobody else though. That type of bouchard is very special. You got to be very, very careful. Can't offer it to everybody because it's potent. Sister Asha also is a conjurer, big time, and she deals with death all the time. That baby needs super, super duper protection. That and well, her and Sister Mira, they deal with law enforcement. They see people at their worst. They see people about to enter death. That's why they the first to get it. You still want it? Okay, I have to get the 2 snake heads. Okay. Well, I think you said that's the reason why y'all the first 2. Because y'all deal with death all the time. That's not easy. I feel for y'all. Is that the right way I do? I feel for y'all. That's not easy, honey. It's not easy to do what y'all do. Not at all. Also, too, you got to keep your eyes on the color. Now, remember our first conversation. Okay, keep in mind, this is sacred math. We start out with 1, 2, and 3. Now, 4 and 4 makes 8. Okay? 8 and 8. Okay, 4 and 4 makes 8. And when we add FOMO to it, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay? So we could use fo, 8. Okay? 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 20. Notice how it climbs up steadily, but it jumps. So we can use 4. Okay? Use 4. Can't use 5. 5, 10. Okay, now here we go. So I think I may be confusing folks. 1, 1 and 1 and 1. 1 is divisible to itself. 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10, yeah, beautiful. Now, to make 5, okay, how do we make 5? We can't. 2 of nothing can make 5. 3 of nothing can make 5. In order for that number to be used, it has to have 2 of the same number to make itself. Always remember that. Now 6 can be used because 3 and 3 make 6. They're twins. 2 twins will make the third. That's the Holy Spirit. 8 and 8 makes 16. Now mind you, 5 and, well, hold on. That's confusing. We have to take a single number. Can 2 twins make up that single number? Yes, it can. Now 8, can 2 twins make up that single number? Yes, 4 and 4. Can 2 twins make that single number? 6. Yes, it can. For 12, can 2 twins make that single number? Yes, it can. 6. That's another one. 15. Can 2 twins make that single number? Think about it. Now, 2 twins can make 10, which is 5. That's why, now that's when 5 can be used. But 2 twins together, what do they make? 10. That means 10 is the highest order and highest power of that number of 5. So 5 is Oshun's special number. When we, now mind you, that also means that Oshun can use intervals of 10. 10 here, a spirit stone, then 10 here. Intervals of 5 and 5. They make 10. Now, I don't like to get below double decimals. Not really. Because, okay, now keep in mind, 22. 22 itself. Can 2 twins make 22? No. But 2 twins can make 20, which is 10. Now let's say if we go to 100. Can 2 twins make 100? Yes, 50. 2 50s can make 100. But if we boil that down to 50, can 2 twins make 50? Yes, 25. Let's boil it down to 25. Can 2 twins make 25? Can they? What is that? 4, 14, 14 is 30. Not 14. 12 and 12 is 24. 13 and 13 is what? What's that? 26? So no. It's tricky. You got to stop. Did I get that right? I'm not good with math. I'm sorry. Girl, I can barely know my multiplication tables. But gag at this. The pre-calculus and trigonometry, I aced it. I loved it. My mind is strange, honey. Very, very strange. It's a weird mind. It's just weird. Very, very weird mind. I think the more tougher things are, the better I like them. But for our Elekes, honey, we stay with the single decimals. Also, too, we're also going to fashion our Elekes with Elekes that always work, such as 5, 9, the double digits of 111, which always represents Elegua. We're always going to stay with those. Always stay with those. What else? 5 represents Oshun. 9 represents Okashi. 10 represents, well, 111 of this pure white beads represents Abatala. I'm gonna have to look. I think 9 represents Oya too as well. I'm not sure, but check it out. And 3 also represents Elegua, or the crossroads. So always understand that. It can get very tricky. But also, too, to understand, this is all divine math. And these Elekes, or spirit beads themselves, understanding divine math is how I know you see that, how they're divisible unto 3. Now, when that number, whenever you see 333, then let you know that these beads are for fate, to understand fate, to understand how to make things work around you. tapping into the cause and effect of that natural preternatural spirit to make things happen. That's what these beads are going to be for. I watched a video about head Risha a while ago. I'm hoping I can find my head Risha without through consistent shadow work. You probably can, honey. Your Rishas are so amazing. They're one of the most amazing beings in Yoruba or Ifa. In fact, Ifa is all about them. But the Orishas are just the higher gods and goddesses or the higher spirits themselves. There are hundreds of Orisha, hundreds of them. The ones we know of are just the ones that are most famous. There are Orisha that for earth, Orisha for trees, Orisha for water, Orisha for certain aspects of that water. For instance, when salt water meets fresh water, that space right there where salt water meets fresh water, there's a Eurisha that represents that. And it's not Oshun or Yemaya. It's a whole nother female Eurisha that's rarely ever talked about. That's called a Tulawe. She represents the in-between space. Think of her as a female version, a female aquatic version of Elegua, if you will. And she opens the doors between Oshun and Yemaya. Some say that that's one of Yemaya's many daughters. And she finds her way to Oshun. And it said Oshun is one of Yemaya's daughters. Some people say Oshun is Yemaya is Oshun's mother. But some people say that Oshun and Yemaya are sisters. But Atulawe is that whole entire spirit when fresh water meets seawater, that conclusion of that space. Right there in that space, that moment, she represents that spirit of transformation. Absolutely. Now, mind you, there's Eurisha for doors. We know there's a Eurisha for metalworks. I think he's in Akoshi. I'm not pronouncing that correctly, but he's the blacksmith. He also works with computers. Everything digital, everything handiwork. There's Eurisha for breathing. There's a Eurisha for that, to control breathing. There's a Eurisha for your heartbeat. There's actually a Eurisha that controls your heart. The heart is the seat of the soul. There's a Eurisha no, that's not a Eurisha for your root chakra, though. I was going to say your root chakra. I've never heard of Eurisha be for your root chakra, your root, connecting you to the world. Not your root. I don't think there is. Could be. I don't know. But I was shocked to find out quite a few years ago there's actually Eurisha that represents every heartbeat of your body. Now, mind you, Eurishas basically they're for nature. They're spirits of nature unto itself, spirits of nature outside of us. But they're also Eurisha that understand your bodily functions, that understand your body quite well, and they're Eurisha that represents those aspects of your body quite well. Or just spirits, definitely. Now, most Eurishas, of course, are spirits of nature, or we call them elementals. Now, that's my theory. I feel most Eurisha are elementals. I just do. That's what I think, and that's what I'm gonna stick to. Y'all think they can get around there like that? I think so. Now, mind you, I'm creating this beautiful Eleke for this little spirit Bible that's going to be made into a juju that I'm going to place into my busha. Quite lovely. And I'm going to place it into the busha and add it along and make it into a really beautiful accoutrement for thinking. Now, mind you, because it is the Bible is known by billions of people across the world. It's a wonderful way to tap into humanity, but also tap into the miracles of the Bible itself, turning that Bible not just from a book of learning, but into an actual artifact of pure spirit that I can tap into to not just help myself, but to definitely help other people too. Absolutely. I'm very happy about that. So that's what I'm doing now. But the spirit beading part, I know it can get tedious. You have to have patience too, but you also now also to keep in mind whenever you're coming up with spirit beading, because mind you, I have a whole Patreon dedicated to spirit beading on Timeless Hoodoo Patreon.com. I have a whole Patreon dedicated to it. Whenever you really want to understand spirit beading and how it works, the art of spirit beading, I would always want you to look and study the Elekes, the approved Elekes or Elekes that have been around for generations concerning Eurisha. Understand those Elekes, count the beads, how they work. Start looking at them with a right brain consecutively. How does each bead work unto itself? Because each bead has a specific function. Now together they create energy, or they represent energy, or a shade. But do understand. Oh, hello everybody. Oh, thank you, honey. But do understand every single bead has its function and an understanding of itself, a divine understanding of itself. Every last one. I remember, I think the most wonderful beads I've ever seen that are kind of quite mysterious are the beads of Osha or Oya. Her beads, she does one of those beads, it's white and it has purple stripes on it, and it's very pretty. They're actually quite vertical. I've just wanted to understand what that is, because I've seen that white Eleke bead with purple stripes on other beadworks concerning other Orisha. I begin to understand, told by a Beaulieu, that that bead in itself means the marketplace. There is a spiritual marketplace that Orisha know very well, where things concerning man have always been negotiated. So a lot of times that when I want to create an Eleke or a spirit or spiritual inspired Eleke for myself or for a client, if I want negotiations from concerning the marketplace where ancestors go with Eurisha, I'll always include those beads either in between the intervals, between the divine intervals of each bead, or I'll wait to a certain number of beads. For instance, if I'm doing 111, it wouldn't be a good space for it. But let's say if I'm doing um, like six is the number of now, here and now. It's rare to create Elekes for right now because we understand that we're living in this moment. But that type of Eleke will have you connect to the here and now. In between every six, I'll put that wonderful white bead with the black purple stripes on it to represent the market space of life itself. Having that person really truly tap into the here and now, and as they're affirming their life, um, it becomes more of a manifest. It has manifestory power. Becomes an understanding of that power definitely as well. I know that sounds strange, but that's how I see it. Now, that's how these wonderful lekes were explained to me. They're actually quite powerful. Mind you, a lekes itself they don't only necessarily have to represent. Oh, I hope this fits. Represent energies, but they can also represent petitions. They can represent ideas of things you need or things you desire. For instance, how would an Eleke look? Oh no, that's not going to fit. How would an Eleke look when you're looking to command wealth and abundance? How would that Eleke look when you're wanting, of course, how to say to the universe in Eleke form, surround me with abundance as well as love and care? How would that Eleke look? Decide what divine numerical intervals each bead would be in. Hi, chickadee. Hi, honey. Decide exactly, decide exactly what intervals each speed beating would be and what intervals they would be in. Decide that for yourself. Now, if I'm thinking, I want divine abundance around me. Well, which number represents divinity? Which number represents abundance for us? That number is always different. For me, the number 9 represents abundance, or 7. I heard somebody just say, I was going to say 7. Or 7. 7 or 9. 8 can also represent abundance because 8 is a number of the sacred feminine, to giving birth to abundance. So we're going to go with 8. 7 also represents the sacred male. 7, now mind you, 7 and 8. 7 being a bearer being a very low, only one more lower than number 8. So we can use 7 or 8. Now 7 for the sacred male, 8 for the sacred female. I'm going to choose the sacred female because I would rather you keep it consistent. Now, for abundance, now green is wonderful, but also too, Oshun loves giving you wealth, loves transmuting wealth into our lives beautifully. And her intervals are 5, always 5. She loves 5. Now, it's not always 5, but it's 5 for the most part. 5 is her number. Now we can create an Eleke inspired by her, or create something for ourselves. Because I want to tap into abundance, to be quite frank with you, I would have her Eleke blessed, have it blessed by a Beaulieu or a mojo, and just wear it. But if you're creating your own, then perfectly fine. Now we've chosen 8. 8 is a number of, is it 8 is a number of crochet? Crochet. I don't know, it's not. Because we also could choose Yemaya, because Yemaya, out of all these, she's richer. She's the richest Eurisha that is, because she represents the ocean. 7, Magnolia, is that? Oh, honey, 7. 7 is a number for abundance. So we have 5, and let's try 7, definitely. Interesting, I went to a Babalo, and they thought Shango had my head, but it popped out as Obatala, and I was given a leke that was mainly white, and every 24 beads is red. After every 24 beads, there's a red one, because Obatala is going to tap into, of course, into Shango. That makes perfect sense, because that type of a leke, because most of the lekes are all completely white, but that type of a leke with every 24 beads of red is going to tap into more of a warrior type of a batala, and a batala that will fight for you. But a batala that's not for the bull crap. Mind you, he's incredibly peaceful, but he knows his hands are rated E for everybody. And so the more red you had, the more warlike that version of the Abatala actually was. I was born on the 24th of the month. Oh wow. Mm. Happy birthday, honey. All right. So we're going to use gold beads. Now, how will we formulate those beads? In honor, if we're going to do 5 in honor of Shun, or 7, or 8, how will we formulate them? Here we go. What I would do, because Oshun likes her beads consistently, 5. Okay, great. If we're doing the one for Oshun, she likes yellow and honey beads. So we have 5 yellow, 5 honey, 5 yellow, 5 honey, and then stop. In between that, put a nice golden brass bead, a nice beautiful, no, okay, 5 and 5, 5 and 5, because we still want to have intervals of 5. So 5 yellow, 5 honey, 5 times. That's 5. Then in between, put brass, a real citrine bead, and brass. Then 5 yellow, 5 honey, 5 yellow, 5 honey, 5 yellow. Then put brass, citrine bead, a bead of brass, 5 yellow, 5 honey, 5 yellow, 5 honey, 5 yellow. You see where I'm going? You split it up. Now those are beautiful beads inspired by her. Oshun also loves brass very much. And if you have a gold bead, real gold, even better. Wow. Look at you. Gold beads are amazing. Now, if we're going to do with number 7, meaning the sacred male, which also represents prosperity, big time. Now, if we want to do 7, interval of 7, and we have to choose the color of the beads. Now, I'm going to stay along the same line as Oshun, because yellow and especially the honey beads the honey beads themselves always represent plentifulness as well as the sweetness of life. So we're going to have 7. Because if we use those honey beads, and then we have growth, green beads. But green is not, that light green, that can be a crochet, so that can go completely different. I would do the honey beads in intervals of 8. But see, 8 is not Oshun's number. Got to be careful. We're not going to be able to use you're not going to be able to use yellow. Let's think about the thread first. Now, with the thread, we're going to use a beautiful hunter green. That always means money, but it means growth most of all. Now, if you don't want to use hunter green, you can use just white just to keep it safe. Now, I would use, if we're going to use 7, I would go about using honey beads. Honey beads always represent the sweetness of life. And after every 7, a gold brass bead. Hi, the real Kenya, a brass bead. 7, no, brass bead, then 7. What would be the next color? This is when we are going to go about spinning in the number of 7, but spinning that energy of abundance. What 2 colors, because it has to be 2 colors, are going to fully represent, or it could be a singular color? Purple. Absolutely. Purple. Now, before we put that brass bead at those 7 honey beads, cut it right off at 7. I'm going to put a red bead for fire to represent Congo. He's the vitality. Then a brass bead, then a red bead, then purple. 7 purple, red bead, brass bead, red bead, then honey on a beautiful green thread. Now that can represent prosperity and abundance. That sacred male. Notice how we put Congo to represent the sacred male. That red bead, just like with sister. Oh, that's Rashida. Hi, honey, just with Sister Rashida. Absolutely. Now let's say we do 8. Now 8 is a very, very feminine number representing eternity. It's a little bit different. Now, are we going to utilize the honey bead, which is Oshun, to represent abundance and prosperity? For 8, definitely, absolutely. But this is going to be a little bit different. 8 honey beads. Keep it consistent. Then yellow, then red, brass, yellow, red, and then honey. Now that's a very slight nod to El Oshun. But to placate her and make her feel wonderful, we put her immortal lover right by her, Congo. That is to replicate their energies. Now that's the easiest bet. It's an old hack. It taps into Oshun's energies. Now the color for that is I'd probably go with white. I wouldn't necessarily go with green because we're still being inspired by Orisha. And so I'm going to go with white because usually their Elekes would be in white as well. You also could choose red. Red for Chungo. No, that would end up making you upset. No, white is best because we're still nodding to Oshun and Chungo. So we're going to make that a nice white. That should be fine. It feels good to me. And it feels like it would draw you abundance and prosperity. Absolutely. Keep that in mind. Now, it's a very, very good lesson concerning how to create Elekes or personal Elekes. Now, mind you, you're going to have some set Santero out there. Hello, Santero. Hello, honey. Some people will simply say, "Oh, you're not supposed to do that. The Elekes belong to Orisha." I feel you're right, but also too, back into antiquity concerning before in Africa, especially in the kingdom of Yoruba, There were Elekes that represented every human emotion for humanity, every single thing that people wanted, every single idea that people had. There was a divine mathematic Eleke or divine math that represented emotions, represented desires. And that's where Elekes come from. Elekes are Eurisha are elementals, but back in antiquity concerning the Yoruba nation, the Orisha also represented emotion. They represented feelings for the people, the emotion of the people. They represented the deepest desires of the people. And those were always constituted with emotions and actions. It's really quite beautiful. For instance, in ancient Nigeria, which is what's now called Nigeria, in that ancient land, there was an emotion for love and for sex that created children. And that had its own divine math and created its own divine intervals. The sequicity, the synchronicity, the sequential understanding, the numerical understanding of each seed bead color, as well as what goes in between each one. And all told a beautiful spiritual narrative, a tried and true story of pure magic, a pure divine math that actually manifested things beautifully by just wearing them. So I I agree with you, but I feel that most Santero they only understand the handed down version of just the Orisha, whereas back in antiquity there were Lekis that represented everything. And then Euretia were brought up into that practice because there had to be Alekis to represent their complex emotions, their complex understandings of themselves, as well as the many Patakis. There's some Euretia that have hundreds of Patakis, and there's an Aleki for every single Pataki because it was thought to represent an emotion, an understanding, or divine knowledge for that Euretia. Keep that in mind. It's actually quite lovely and very intricate. And I don't know all of them. I don't know who does. It's actually quite lovely if you think about it. Oh, that's not long enough either. So I'm going to continue to make my Elekis here. Oh, child, I've talked and talked and talked and talked and talked. I have. But Sister Asha, I'm going to have to go ahead on and order your double snake heads and have your busha ready for you. Definitely. I'll do that tonight. And they'll be to me by, if I order them tonight, it'll be to me by next week. And then I'll have it ready for you, sent out in the mail. I have two other other red petites. I got four other red petites to do after this tonight. Child, I'm gonna be up late tonight working. Hey, Sister Marley. Hi, honey. Oh, hello. Oh, very good, honey. But that is exactly what divine, absolute divine. Sister Marley, we are talking about Alekes and the power of manifestation and pure magic with seed beating and how powerful they are in manifesting your life around you. Hi, honey. They're so how powerful how to manifest your life around you and manifesting everything that you need. Really do need to do a class because I really need to start creating examples of those Alekes and different examples, different ways, just different seed beating formations for emotions, um, also too for much more what's that beautiful word, not elective, intentional lekes. That's what lekes actually are. They're pure intention concerning your desires. Think of lekes as spells concerning divine math around your neck. As long as they're on your body, they connect to your energy. Your whole body starts replicating that spell over and over and over again. These are spells, but just in bead form. You just have to understand the divine math of how to create them. And it's actually quite easy. There's nothing you can't get, you can't do. And it's very, very fail safe and fail proof. You can't get it wrong. Now, now, 8 is always going to be for the sacred feminine, but also understand, like for instance, Obatala, like Sister Rashida, 1, well, 24, 22. I think it's 22. Yeah, I think Sister Rashida said 22. I've also heard that number 10 is his number as well. Now, if I'm not mistaken, it's 24. 24. How do we get 24? Okay, 10 and 10 is 20. 2 and 2 is 24. But 2 plus 2 is 4, correct? All right. So think about that. See, it's almost like numerology. 10 and 10 is 20. Okay. 11 and 11 is 22. 12 and 12. Yeah, 12 and 12 is 24. Correct? Where did 23 go? Exactly. Now, mind you, take 24 like numerology and you pare it down. 2 and 4. What is that? 6. Here and now. But also, too, with 24, creating 24 into itself. Now, you take that 10, you pare that 10 down. That's 5 and 5. Now, 5 and 5 makes 10, but you can also go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Depends. When you have those double decimals or those double numbers, it gets quite complicated. Because when you have two numbers, especially if you pare them down like numerology, they represent different intervals and different divine math, but also different energies as well, different mojo. But let's keep it simple. Obatala is 24. How did we get to 24? How can we pare 24 down to a single number? Well, we have 4, but you can also do 10, but 10 is 2. So if we're going to pare Obatala down to 24, to still get to 24, okay? Okay, 4 and 4 is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. It's number 4. Pare that down to number 4. So that means if we're doing something inspired by Obatala, even though his whole number sequence is 24, okay? Now, his whole number sequence is 24. That's the highest order concerning his number. And then there's an interval of those beautiful 24 numbers. And then we have 20. Then we have that odd seed beading of red to symbolize Shango, which is a warrior god. Now, we can't get past the fact that 24 is his divine number. Absolutely. But we can tap into his power and into his mojo. Obatala is vastly powerful. So for instance, if you want to go about creating beads of incredible peace that's inspired by him, here's what we will do. 4, 4, how would I do this? 4 white, red. 4 white, red. 4 white, red. Now, mind you, that's going to be a white thread. So, oh my God, that's so much. It is. Now, mind you, that type of beading would be very much like Obatala, not necessarily. It's too much war. It's a lot of activity. It's not the serene peacefulness of Obatala, but it is his protection, his love and care. Definitely. It's inspired by Obatala, not necessarily. But wearing those Elekes in that interval, you're going to feel peaceful. Still feel like these hands are rated E for everybody. Very much so. But there's still a sense of serenity, a quick thinking mind, a soothed mind, a mind that can think on its feet. It's not now the 24 of that 24 white beads on white thread with that one red bead dedicated to Chungo. That's going to basically be pure serenity. But also, too, that red bead. Now, Bathala is always going to associate himself with Chungo. Always. Chungo happens to be his son. And he's always going to associate with one of his stronger sons. But that red bead can be replaced by purple as well. Now, not always. But that purple bead can represent Oya, the daughter of fate, the daughter of change, and the daughter of the wild winds. It can. Now, the clue is, if you're going to put that purple bead in that 24 to represent Oya,
Before each bead, put green, purple, or the marketplace bead. You remember that white bead we talked about that had the purple stripes through it? There you got it. The white bead, purple stripes, purple, white bead with purple stripes, and then the 24. That'll represent Oya and all of Oya and all of her fierceness, all of her fierceness. Now, mind you, are these true Obatala beads? Absolutely not. Are they inspired by him? Are they inspired by his peace, his love, his serenity, and his vast amount of wisdom? Yes, they are. Now, are these synchronized beads, the official beads of Santero? No, they're not. But they are inspired by the wonderful Father Obatala, and as well as his wisdom. That's also his feast day number. Isn't it wonderful, isn't it? It's so gorgeous. Oya, now mind you, some folks will simply feel that Obatala has nothing to do with Oya and will absolutely feel that this is quite detestful. Not necessarily. Obatala is father of all Orisha, and there's not too many of his sons and daughters that he finds offending at all. Not at all, honey, definitely. Remember, the predominant order of those beads is white, which is peace and serenity. Always understand that. Now, I would have to do a little research, so much more. Child, I feel some Orisha out there, some Santeros out there is going to be so mad at me. I'm sorry. Oh, so his number is 8, isn't it? Oh, his number is 8, isn't it? Oh, so 4 and 4 makes 8, definitely. How interesting that is. So 2, 4, 6, 8, and then 10. All these numbers breaking it down to its least common denominator, which is 4. Absolutely. So if you know the math, if you know the intervals concerning concerning divine math, divine synchronicity concerning the Eleke beads, and how to create cause and effect with those Eleke beads, it's like a puzzle piece, but it really is deeply entertaining. And most of all, it works beautifully. Again, it's like a spell that hangs around your neck. It's not just pretty beads. They're whole entire spirits that can go about creating spell work. Now, the Lekes I'm speaking about, they don't represent any I have to say this again because I don't want Santeros mad at me. They do not represent Orisha. They only represent spells, energies of spells. They only represent action, intention. That's all they represent. Inspired by Orisha? Absolutely. But they represent intention unto itself. Yeah. Well, hold on. I'm missing so much of this conversation. Oh, hold on just a minute. Oh, there we go. Oh, things have changed on here. Oh, that is so amazing. How wonderful. Chair, and that's nosy right there. Oh, that's how you do that. It's so better on my little tablet. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, I'm born on the 24th. That is really amazing. Cool. How amazing that is. Cool. All right, so I hope we learned a little bit about spirit beading. Spirit beading is a very ancient art of intention. Now, that spirit beading as it's a type of spell work, spirit work, but in bead form. Again, the beads we new comment. The beads we basically spoken about have nothing. Rated E for everybody. Pretty much, honey. The type of spirit beads we talked about have no inference concerning the Orisha. They're inspired by the Orisha. The Orisha have their own spell, their own Elekes that are supposed to be made and created by someone who has been given the right and honor to create those Elekes. But as spiritual workers in Louisiana, we've been utilizing the synchronicity of the spirit beads forever, for many centuries, because we also, through our African ancestors, understand the sacred synchronicity, as well as the sacred math that it takes to create such rarefied magic and conjure. It's not complicated. You just have to understand how these spirit beads work. Because remembering each bead, each type of bead has its own power, has its own understanding, and it stands unto its own or in combination with other beads on that string. Even the color of the string is important. Yeah, very good, honey. Did I get that? Yeah, there we go. So there we go. Now, mind you, do y'all have any questions? I know y'all do. Oh, did y'all want to come on? Do y'all come on by yourself? Oh, hold on. Here we go. Guest. Do I have any guests? Well, I can invite guests. Who can I invite? Oh, they were beautiful. Oh, shoots. I didn't do that. I'm going to do that now. Okay. I can invite guests. Invite guests. See, it's a little bit different on this wonderful tablet. Now, I'm going to pick. Well, how can I tap? How can I print? Oh, hold on. Oh, post comment. Oh, that is so amazing. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, how I'm learning so much today. Oh, that's me. Listen, if you want to come on, there you go. Oh, that is so cool. How amazing. And then we have private chat. It's a little bit different on here too. Very nice. I'm impressed. Lovely. All right, ready to eat for everybody. There we go, honey. Oh, chair. No, but definitely. Just keep that in mind. I know, right, honey? Rated E for everybody. Now, also, too, if y'all have any questions, come on up and we'll talk and hash it out. Also, too, y'all come on up anyway, because I want to know how it works when somebody want to come up. How does it work? Get a cam guest. Okay, what's more for? Okay, private chat, stream info settings. Okay, I don't know what that hell that is. Okay, ooh, I don't want to mess with it too much. Yes, I received a set of Oya and Shango ones from a Santeria, but not to wear it because they wanted to work with me pre-pandemic. Oh, I know, right? The thing about it, I've always loved Oya beads. I've always loved the Santeria beads and the beads that represent Eurisha. Always. And then when I went back to Louisiana, I think my granddaddy probably picked it up, probably because I said something. And he said, we can do them type of beads. We know them type of beads. I said, you do? Yeah, child. He went out to the medicine shack, went into an old little drawer that was under the ancestor altar. Child, he had a whole drawer full of them little beads, a whole little bit of them. And mind you, the thing about it, I remember my granddaddy making, well, I remember his clients leaving with spirit beads, what I thought were Elekes, but I thought they came with them. Even the white folks, I thought they went to someplace else with. No, Daddy was making them. And each Eleke or each spirit bead, each Eleke formation was inspired by the magic that they actually bought. For instance, with the men folks that were trying to get their little young wives to get back into bed with them, he would have around their neck an Eleke. They told me it's different. Eleke is when you're crowned to, yeah, it's much more different. Oh, much more different, honey. Much more different. He said these were lekes basically for to compound the intent he placed in his work. This is amazing. Y'all want to come up? The thing is in the chat. Ha. Well, hold on. Now that's brand. This is so amazing. I'm on this little tablet, y'all. It's a little bit different. Then we have guest. Hold on. Ooh, this is so cool. How do I do that? Oh, that is so nice. No, I don't want to do that. Oh, honey, very good. Oh, there we go. Okay. Ban user, put them in timeout. No, I don't want to ban myself. No, thank you. No, hold on. Private chat stream info settings. Cancel. This is so very interesting. Thank you very much. Y'all, I'm just kind of getting used to this. I just love it. Thank you very much. Hi, honey. Hi. Now, what is this thing going on? I think it's amazing. It looks different though. Oh, they even have the banner. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I should have been looking at this stuff earlier. There. Okay. And there we go. Okay. Very good. Very happy. It's wonderful, honey. Let me tell you something. Well, at least now, I can talk unto my heart's content, and we won't have no dry ass computer. Well, I love my computer though, I really do. But she overheats very easily. Well, now we don't have to worry about that anymore. So no stopping and starting, which is really nice. So I'm deeply appreciative for that too. All right, y'all. We've been on here for 1 hour and 17 minutes. What I'm probably going to do is go ahead on. How much do I send you, Theo? Oh, for the Bouchard. Oh, it's the same one. It's the same price as a lily. Same price. They don't cost any more than that. Oh, not at all, honey. No more than that. Listen, y'all want to come on? But when you come on, what happens? What's that? What is that? Oh, you know, how do you come on then? Oh, it's 90, honey, the same price. Hold on. Oh, you can cash it. Oh, send it. I mean, you can't buy them though. Send it through Cash App. Because that's how Systemair did. Send it through Cash App. If I invited somebody on, how do I do that? Oh, do y'all just pop on? You hit the, oh, see, I don't know how it works. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna figure this out. But we have guests. Okay, invite a guest. Guests can stream their own destination. Yes, they can. See the link to your guest. You may also want to share our instructions for guests. Okay, up to 10 people on the screen at a time. Oh, invite guests to the studio. Oh, because it means y'all get on the studio. Now, what is this right here? Oh, that's me. No more. Private chat, stream info settings, layout. Oh, the layout. Oh, that is so cool. Yeah, because the desktop version has another one. Oh, I can have that one crop layout. And then we have that layout. Done. Oh, that's so amazing. Thank you, Sister Asha, honey. Hold that. And his number is 8. And his number is 8. His number is 8 too. Obatala. That would make sense because it's intervals of 4. Also, too, concerning intervals of 4 or other lesser known aspects in creating these Elekes, I'm always going to stay in the lower integers of the numbers themselves instead of getting way high up. I wouldn't feel comfortable creating an inspired Eleke just at 24, because that's the highest elevation concerning Elegua, and I'm pretty sure you can go way higher than that. I would stay in intervals in integers that basically will round up to 24, but in the lower numbers. Still utilizing a lot of the thread color, seed bead color, but inspired by him, but stay in the lower numbers. He owns 24 beautifully. So let's just go in intervals of 24, integers of 24. Let's just stay in there. That's why I feel comfortable doing that. Okay, very good. This is so amazing. Thank you, honey. All right. That is so cool. Oh, listen, how are y'all doing today? Oh, listen, I'm about ready to go. I'm going to go on Clubhouse. Hi. Y'all heard that? That's my new phone. Mighty loud, too. Very loud, actually. Okay. All right, y'all. Have a beautiful night. I really thoroughly enjoyed myself. This is a lot of fun. I'm going to have to learn how to utilize this. Pretty much. I don't know how this works. If somebody come up, y'all can't come up. Probably not. We don't know. But listen, be good and take care of yourself. And thank you so much for your time. I'll talk to everyone soon. Bye-bye. Yay! That was amazing. That is so cool.